Okay, thank you very much. Let me share my screen first. I'll share the whole desktop so everyone can see perfectly because I'll be changing here and there for the view screen. So hope everyone can see it quite well, I guess. So let's get started.
Can see. Very good.
Yeah, so just reintroduce myself. My name is Ian. I'm from Up Education, and I'm the regional recruitment manager onshore here. And also we have Josephine here. Josephine is our senior regional recruitment manager based in Sydney. Myself based in Melbourne. And possibly I have met some of you last time in Adelaide in the ICHM campus last time. So today, I'll say the main focus is ICHM update program that we have here in September. But before that, I'll recap of what we have here in Up Education and what is going on, like which course it's really popular at the moment. So you can look at it. If you do have any potential student, feel free to put in the application or give us email and for inquiry as well. So what we have here in Australia part, let's say first, we do have 3 university partnership. One is CDU, one is University of Tasmania, and also we have Swinburne University as well. So we're doing all pathway for them. So we do foundation, first year diploma, and also the pre-master course. Some are called pre-master preparation course. Some is called master preparation program, but they're all the same. It's kind of like a foundation for a master course. And also we do have now we do have English English course that can be packaged to all 3 universities, including Charles Darwin University as well. That is the university that we don't usually have an English package, but now we have. And also in Australia, we do run ICHM, which is our own college, which is also the main topic for today, the International College of Hotel Management. So it's very specific to hospitality management itself. I'll let you know why we say that. It's because the whole course setup is very unique in the whole industry. And also in New Zealand, we are the provider for of the foundation of University of Auckland, Auckland University of Technology, and also Victoria University of Wellington as well. So that's all foundation course. And we do have different duration for the course, starting from 1.5 years all the way down to half-year course. And yes, we do have UB College in New Zealand here as well. Sorry, I didn't put that in, but it's based in Auckland. So we do bachelor and also master course over there. Bachelor of Animation and also Bachelor of Software Engineering, Master of Software Engineering as well. So that's the course we do. And the Master of Software Engineering in UB College is very unique. It's because our course setup is 1 year or 1.5 years in masters. So basically, student can finish all their master course in 1 year and then apply for a different visa after the course. But let's get back to our main topic for ICHM. So ICHM itself, the campus itself is based in Adelaide. And I'm not sure like how many of us has been to Adelaide, but I can assure you, Adelaide is extremely, extremely gorgeous place. And also is ranked one of the world's 10 most livable cities in 2018 as well. So ICHM, let's talk about a little bit about the award and also a little bit about ranking as well. So it's voted as Australia's best hotel and hospitality business school for the quality of its students' experience and teaching quality. So it's rated by the students themselves instead of a third party. So that means a lot to us. It means the students really have a very good experience learning with us. And also for ranking, we rank number 2 in overall employment rate. And ICHM graduate employment rate is 96.3%, which I can even explain why we have that high employment rate after telling you how our course is set up. And this is some very good highlight of the whole course as well. We are the only hospitality institution in Australia that offers 50% academic study and also 50% placement during bachelor study. And I'll explain more about that. Here is some photos that we have here for our new campus. Yeah, if you have been there, then you know like how pretty it is. So the setup is very different from our competitor. We do have a bar in-house as well for a student to practice. And also we do have a lot of partnership in some TV shows and also different hospitality places in Adelaide as well. Let's talk a little bit about the course. So our course, majorly, we do 2 courses. One is Bachelor of Business Hospitality Management, and the other is Master of International Hotel Management. So for our Bachelor of Business Hospitality Management, it's a 3-year course. In this 3-year, students' study plan, it's kind of like this. First year, and first year in the first semester, the student is going to sit in our Adelaide campus and do the academic learning. And in the second half of the year, which is semester 2, the student is going to be in a hotel, in a placement. And what we say is we only work with the hotel that is willing to pay our student during placement. And that is 100% student. We have that in experience. So basically what I'm saying is in all 3 years, students do half-year study, half-year placement, and then half-year study, half-year placement, half-year study, half-year placement, all 3 years. The good thing about that is not only the student get paid during their study, but also when they graduate from our bachelor program, students have 1.5 years working experience on hand already, which will boost up their opportunity of getting a job after graduate very much. And for our Master of International Hotel Management, it's a 2-year duration course. It'll have 1.5 years learning and the last semester working placement, which is paid as well. So the setup will be very similar to the bachelor degree. And you can see these are all the, some of the hotels that we work with. And if you're very familiar with Australia hotels, you'll see Hamilton Island, which is not in Adelaide. The reason for that is for all our placement, it can be interstate. And also it depends on the student's passport and also visa regulation as well. Some students can do offshore, which is international placement, not in Australia. For example, we do have a student from Taiwan last year, which she finished her last placement back in Taiwan. So she studied in Adelaide and then do her placement back in Taiwan, come back for the graduation, and then she got a job offer in Taiwan. So that's quite a good example. And also more hospitality places that we work with. And you can see in the bottom left corner, the GAN luxury train. I'm not sure if you know that or not, but that is one of the most iconic luxury train that we have here in Australia. It runs through Adelaide to Darwin. So the train starts from Adelaide going all the way to Darwin and then back to Adelaide. And we do have our student doing placement on the train, which means the student wake up every morning, they'll be in a different place, different city, different village. And it's a very unique student experience that our competitors doesn't have. And like I say, it's the student get paid as well. The student get travel, get paid all together. And these are more hotel brand that we work with. And let's go through a little bit about the course that the course outline, the course overview that we have here. So majorly we have, like I say, majorly we have bachelor and also master. But we also have a pre-master for this one. It's the graduate certificate in international hotel management, which can transfer its credit to the master degree course. So when we do a package course, GC plus master, the whole duration will still be 2 years. It's not going to be 2.5 years, still going to be 2 years. So student still finishing in 2 years. And also for low visa risk country, we do have a study abroad program, which is non-awarded for the student to experience how is it like to study with us in ICHM. Like we do have a lot, like the major group of students that I can share with is student from Taiwan, student from Hong Kong, and students from China. They love to do this study abroad program as well. But like I say, the market is expanding. If we do take students from other countries as well, as long as they do come from a low-risk country area. And for IELTS requirement, bachelor, we require 6.0, no band less than 5.5. And graduate certificate and pre-masters, we require the same. And also masters, we require IELTS 6.5, no band less than 6.0 or equivalent. So student can do IELTS, PTE, TOEFL. And if your student is from a low-risk area country, they do not want to take IELTS or PTE, yes, we do have English placement test available to them, but they have to book with our admission team. And for local academic entry requirement, yes, I have put some popular locations entry requirement here, but basically it's as long as it's equivalent to ATAR 55 in Australia, then that's their academic entry requirement. And for masters and pre-masters, as long as they hold a degree, associate degree equivalent to Australia associate degree, then they are eligible to enter GC. Or if they hold a bachelor degree, then they are eligible for the masters. And of course, if you are from some area that is not reckoned, their bachelor degree is not equivalent to Australia bachelor degree, then your student can start with our graduate certificate course and then package it with our master course, such as a bachelor degree from Cambodia. And also, if you don't see your country's academic entry requirement here, you can always go to our website, ichm.edu.au, and click on Future Student Entry Requirement. Scroll down, then you can check all the direct bachelor entry here. So let's get back to the PowerPoint. And also, some of you might ask about the student accommodation. The good thing for us is Scape Weymouth. This building here is actually a new building in Adelaide, and it's extremely close to ICHM, which is basically a 600 meters walk. So it's like 1 minute walk from the student accommodation to our campus. And that is very, very convenient. And you can see there are some pictures for student in ICHM. There's a video here, but I guess due to time restriction, I better not play it. But I will share the PowerPoint out, and then you can check it in the PowerPoint. And you'll see that our students, they're all in suits, in all, very professional outfit, which is also included in their tuition fee as well. So all students will get a full professional outfit for them to go to class. Yes, for all our students, when they come to class, they have to wear suits. It's because we try to get a professional environment, try to let the students be more confident when they're outside in the placement. Sorry, do have one more here. And here are some alumni information that we have here. I'll only explain one, which is Rachel Harmon. She is the general manager of Sofitel Adelaide, Australia. And Sofitel is the extremely luxury hotel that runs actually right across the road of our ICHM campus. And look, our alumni is now the general manager of an extremely luxury hotel, which means our students do have great potential in their career after graduating from ICHM. And also, some of you might think hospitality course is very narrow, it's very specific. However, our course is actually Bachelor of Business as well, and also Master of International Hotel Management. It actually teaches our student how to run the business and what aspect to be focusing on in a hospitality business. So it can go further, not just only specifically to hospitality management, but also like revenue manager, sales and marketing manager. Our student even, one of our students even opened up their own business, like organic honey farm in Adelaide as well. That's what I know. And the good thing for today that I would like to share is this one. Because due to the course popularity that we have, like in all these 2 years, we put in very good effort in marketing. And now we do have a lot of students getting very interested in our course. So we decide to add on more intakes for the course. And the next intake we have here in ICHM is actually a September intake. The course started in 11th of September, and it's only for a master degree course. So Master of International Hotel Management, and also the graduate certificate for it. It's all available for the September intake. And we do offer a very special scholarship for that. We offer 25% international scholarship for the course. So the course original price altogether is 52,000 Australian dollars, 2 years altogether. And now since we have the 25%, so now it's down to 39,000 Australian dollars for 2 years. Don't forget that we do have half of the year for the student. It's paid placement inside. So which means the actual cost of the course is much lower than 39,000 Australian dollars. And for this scholarship, it does not have an academic special requirement. As long as you apply, as long as you're eligible for the master course or the graduate certificate course, then the scholarship will be automatically allocated to the offer letter. And also, yes, you can follow us on our social media. by scanning this QR code. I think this is the end of the presentation. So we can go through Q&A if you do have any questions
Perfect.
that want us to. Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much for going through the great presentation there on ICHM. And yeah, really good to see in and out everything that you have to offer, including that nice scholarship there is very, very attractive as well. And some of the working opportunities that students have. The good facilities. I went there myself earlier this year with our fam trip, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see really state-of-the-art facilities over at ICHM in Adelaide. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about ICHM or about UP education in general, perhaps about any of the other pathway programs, can also ask as well. We've both got Josephine and Ian here today. So I see some questions coming in now. So can you see these questions here, Ian?
Yes, I can. So I'll answer which one first?
Yeah, please tell me the maximum study gap that is acceptable for a bachelor program after completing year 12.
Yeah, for that one, to be honest, we would wish the study gap, no, like ideal study gap, less than 1 year, I'll say. And also it all depends on which country you're from. If you're from a low risk country, I'll say yes, ideally still 1 year, but it all depends on like what have the student doing in between, because we don't want the student just finishing their year 12 and then sit for like 2 years doing nothing and then suddenly think they want to go to bachelor degree studying in Australia, and which creates a 2-year gap, providing no evidence of they're actually studying or working somehow. So yeah, we still need something in between to explain.
Yep. How about for international student? Does Adelaide
universities in Adelaide
University allow married student to enroll in bachelor program?
The answer
Let's say
is
for ICHM or pathways for UP in general. What's your policy? Yeah.
In general, I'll say it has to go through GTE check on this one. Like as long as you're married, it means a lot, to be honest. It means when you do the financial checking, your financial must be like your financial capacity. It's gonna to make up both of you living, and it all depends on if you're bringing your spouse to Australia or not. And when you're married, one more thing: do you have kids or not? If you do have kids, how is it going to go through, like financially supporting your kid, and also you're not working, you're studying full-time here in Australia? How is it going to work out? It's all like that's all considered in our GTE check.
Yep.
So the answer is actually it really depends.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. Tell us about we got one question from Sri Lanka. Do you have many students from Sri Lanka on campus at ICHM?
The answer is yes. I think last year I do recruit a very big group of Sri Lanka students to ICHM. I know like sometimes Sri Lanka students are thinking of visa risk and everything, but I do think like as long as the profile is strong, and because we do very careful, like very cautious GTE check-in here in ICHM as well. Usually our visa successful rate is quite good.
Yeah, that's good. So when you say the profile is strong, could you give an indication of some of the green flags that you like to see in the application?
For us, we would like to see like if the student is single, that is the best. So the student hasn't got much paperwork to do. And also the sponsor is the student's parents. The sponsor amount from the parent is over 50% of the amount of for that. That would be perfect. And the income can be traced by, you know, a bank statement, or the workplace can give all kind of working evidence from the workplace. So that's all green tick. If I see a student like that, basically, as long as he get the English and also academic report done, then it's straight away.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I think that's a good answer. What about if the student has family in Australia? Can that hurt the application or not? No.
When we say family, it really depends. Like if it's the student's brother, sister of that, we still consider because it's like the main sponsor is still their parents. As long as their parents' financial capacity is strong, then it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
However, if the student want to bring the whole family here to study, it's a very different story. So basically, it has to go through all kind of GTE check. Even though like 100%, yes, you think the students' financial capacity is quite strong, and you know, all papers is there, but our GT team will still take a very long period to check it out, because it's a whole family. They have to consider a lot of situation that's gonna happen. Like I said, we don't want the student say like, I got a lot of money in my bank account and I'm going to self-sponsor, but I do have a family. And in the financial capacity, it says, basically it's telling me that the student can only pay for tuition fee and also living fee for himself or herself, which it's not okay to provide the whole family income. Sorry, to provide the whole, to cover up the whole family expense in Australia. So that is definitely a no-no. And then we'll we'll just reject the case due to GT concern.
We got a question from our Philippine partner, which I know, ICM is quite popular in Philippines. Is Philippines considered a low-risk country for your college?
It's a very tricky one, to be honest. At the moment, I'll say we
depend on the course.
Yeah, to be honest, it really depends on the course. Like if it's very straightforward case, then I'll say nah, Philippines is not it's not counted as a high risk one. But if the student wants to package the GC course with master course, then we'll check more carefully.
Okay,
on
I see. Yeah,
and also
you're getting more master student from Philippines.
Yes, correct. I get majorly it's master of international hotel management in Philippines.
Yeah. Well, I think that scholarship that you spoke of would be very attractive in the
because and also that's for onshore and offshore as well. So no matter like where you are, like as long as you do the application straight away, then it's all good. We do have that.
Yeah, I would like to also add one point for ICHM September intake. If the student from onshore, we only request for 5,000 deposit to get the COE.
5,000 deposit.
Really good.
Very good.
Yeah, for onshore.
Did you hear that, guys? Very attractive. 5,000 deposit. COE.
COE. And also, if the student from onshore, yes, education is one of our trusted agent, the VIP agent. So we approve for the self-GTE as well for education.
So it's going to be a quicker application process.
Yeah. And also if somehow you put in an application, the admission officer is not giving you the offer in the next day, please let me know, because basically I know the admission officer's number, I can just call her straight away and then let her to issue the offer if you're waiting.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is another question. If a person has a double degree, one in business, one in hospitality management, probably bachelor, I think, and until now the person was working as an accountant, but now wants to take a master's in hospitality, would you see this as a risk?
I'll say like usually we'll take the student.
Yeah, even though they have bachelor background in hospitality management,
It's
but
all good.
working as accountant, I think is pretty good.
Correct.
Yeah, we actually don't have any background requirement for the hospitality. So
Right,
as long as a student they are interested in that area, so we are more than welcome the student to apply.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the most specific thing that on these kind of question is actually how to write a good SOP. As long as the student shows very interested, they're like pure interested in studying in Master of International Hospitality Management, then it should be all good.
Great. Taraka Paris is asking, do you have intake in Feb 2024?
Our
Many intake.
Yeah, 2024 will start in March intake and July intake.
Yeah,
March we only have 2 intakes per year. So yeah, I'll just give you more information. Let me share my screen. Give you more information about the iCHEM program. Okay, so iCHEM.
Great industry partners as well.
Yep.
Really good.
Yep. Okay, so here is for our bachelor degree. So as mentioned by Ian, so the student will have 50% of the duration to study in campus. The rest of the duration will go out for the internship, and the internship is a guaranteed paid internship as well.
$20 to $25 per hour is fantastic for international students. Everyone pay attention to that. You know, when you're working with the school and the partner, it's $20 to $25 very attractive, very good for student to comfortably, you know.
To be very honest, that is we put it in a safe side to say we don't want our student to have high expectation.
Yes.
But one thing I can share with you that some students, when they do specific role in their placement, such as a bartender, they can earn up to 65 Australian dollars per hour.
Yeah.
Yes, even more.
Yes.
Even
so
more.
I really want to stress that with our agent. Some agent have some idea that, or is it true international students get paid less, or they get less wage than the Australian? No.
It's just the same. As long as the student have the same role, so their pay will absolutely the same as the local.
Exactly.
And also because our placements is all in very, very good brand hospitality placement. So student is going to work in a professional workplace, not in somewhere that they won't like it. So that's 100% guaranteed. Like if they go to the workplace and then think that's not suitable for them, they can always contact our team to see what solution we have for that placement. So it's like our student support team. It's really, really strong in iCHEM because they work very close to our student to know their preference in working in like which hotel they like to work in, which kind of environment they like to work in as well. So yeah.
And then you can see here in the second semester every year the student in total the student will work minimum 1,500 hours. So which means each semester the student will work for 500 hours. And why we just have 2 intakes per year? Because during the Christmas break the student can work as a full-time. So most of our students, they work around 800 hours per 6 months. Also, I would like to highlight another thing. This internship is part of the study, which is not, there is no conflict at all for the work permission on the student's visa. The student visa can get 48 hours per fortnight to work. So the student still can work and then plus the internship. So you can imagine the student definitely can earn the tuition fee by themselves. So maybe the parents just sponsor them for the first payment, the first semester. And after that, the second year, first semester, and third year, first semester, definitely the student can use their own income to pay the tuition fee.
And also another thing is during Christmas time, the student share with me during Christmas time, the hotel do double pay and triple pay to them.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Like think of that if they're getting $50
and
per
also
hour,
Saturday, Sunday, different pay as well.
Yeah, so the pay in the hotel, it's really, really different from any kind of industry. So it's quite a good thing.
Yeah. And I can see one of the questions asked for the initial payment to get the COE. Okay, it's a good question. So for the bachelor student, as you guys know about that, in total for bachelor will be 24 subjects for 3 years, right? So which means 8 subjects per semester the student need to study. So the initial payment in the first year, we request a student to pay 16,000 to get the COE, which means 4 subjects before the scholarship. But definitely we will allow the student to pre-deduct the scholarship as well. So the student normally will offer the scholarship with 10% automatically. So which means 4,000 per subject. 4 subjects will be 16,000. After 10% as a scholarship, will be paid 14,400 to get the bachelor COE. And
that's
then
for offshore.
That's for offshore students. Yeah, correct.
But onshore 5,000.
That is for September intake only, 5,000.
September intake only. Got it.
Yeah. And then before the census day, we will request the student to pay the rest of the amounts. Because we study 8 subjects per semester, which means the student need to pay another 14,400. That is for bachelor only. For master student, they only in total, they only need to study 13 subjects. Normally in Australia, master degree need to study for 16 subjects. But for ICHM's Master of International Hotel Management, student in total only need to study 13 subjects. So which means 4 subjects and in first semester, 4 subjects in second semester, and 5 subjects in third semester. And last semester, the student will go out for the internship for 600 hours.
Yep.
Okay, does it make sense? A bit complicated. Yeah.
If there's any more question on that, I think it'd be good if you can share that to me.
We will.
Josephine, perhaps that slide would be good, so I can pass on.
Yeah. And I also would like to summarize the other programs as well, because Up Education, like what Ian just mentioned, is not just for ICHM. We actually established in 1995 and formerly called ACG. I'm really sure, most of you guys probably heard about ACG before. And then we separate, after that we separate to 2 different provider. And now we ACG took all the high school in New Zealand. Up Education took all the foundation in New Zealand. And then the management team expand the business to Australia as well. So for our Australian partner, I would like to highlight the unique selling point. For University of Tasmania and Charles Darwin University, if the student applied for the pathway including foundation, diploma, and pre-master. If the student applied for the pathway through Up Education, they only need to pay the pathway tuition fee as a deposit to get 2 COE. One is the pathway COE, another one will be the principal course COE, which means the bachelor and master COE. And for Swinburne University, the student need to pay another extra 3,000 for the principal course to get the COE. But for the pathway, again, they can pay the tuition fee after the scholarship.
Okay.
Yep.
Who we got next? If a student graduates in June 2023, would they still require working experience for the September intake for the master's program?
The answer is no, because we don't even ask for working experience to enter our master degree. So it's all good. And
yeah,
also
that's a great benefit.
And also like comparing to other competitors as well at the moment, some of them are not even having the scholarship at the moment, and which when it comes to the Master of International Hotel Management, it'll be a big price difference between us and the others for this September intake. And also, yes, we do welcome all the transfer students from other providers to us as well. And if the student want to do credit transfer, all they need to do is send us the course outline that they have in their previous study, and then we can see how many credit we can transfer to our master degree.
Great. The anonymous attendee got the answer. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Yeah, another question here. Is the master's degree registered for more than 92 academic weeks, i.e. qualify for post-study working?
Of course, yeah.
Answer is yes. Otherwise, there'll be no point.
There's no point
having that in our course.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure, like, because we are the education provider, we cannot like basically give any visa advice. But what I know is they do have nowadays. They do, correct me if I'm wrong, Bo. Now they do have a bonus year PSW in South Australia. Am I correct?
Yes, in South Australia. Yeah. What are the difference between your bachelor degree and Blue Mountains? Structurally, they are very similar, but yours is longer. Interesting question.
Yeah, so I can answer that. So Blue Mountain, they don't do they don't do placement in all 3 years. That's the first thing. The second thing is the partnership that they work with. It's very different from the partnership we worked in. So Blue Mountain usually work with the hotels that basically they do. I'll only say about us then, because we don't invest in any hotel. We only do partnership with the hotels, which give us the opportunity to work with many different hotels, but not locking in 1 or 2. So which means our students do have a lot of options to choose when it goes to placement. That's why we do have placement not just in Adelaide, but also interstate and also overseas as well. That is very different. The student will feel the difference comparing our course to the Blue Mountains.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I think it's really important to highlight some of the differences. Some of our agents are very familiar with other institutions, so good to understand the difference there. And I think you gave a good answer. I think another good question here that our agent like to know as well is overall for admission process, how long is it taking at the moment? If we got a clean application from, let's say, Southeast Asia,
I'll say like a Vietnam.
Let's say a Vietnam
application. Like the kid got bachelor degree in Vietnam, applying for a master. The answer is I can give, if the student hasn't got the English we can get the conditional offer in the same day. If the student got English, I can give the full offer, like checking everything, GTE, everything. I can get a full offer in the next day. If the student paid today, we can issue the COE probably the next day or the day after. So if everything is ready, student pay, we can finish the case in 3 days.
Yep, great. So, but normally, like the whole process, let's say someone's starting from beginning all the way to get visa.
I'll say getting visa, it all depends on the country. But for issuing the COE, usually one student will take around 3 to 5 days, something like that, if they have all the documents in hand.
Yeah, fantastic. May I know if student can get IELTS 6.5, can they still apply for master?
Two things. One is first they can resit in the IELTS exam or English exam. If somehow they cannot get IELTS, I do suggest maybe try PTE. Sometimes it's just like that. And second is for that, if the student really can't get the 6.5 in English, what the student can do is apply to EAP course outside of ICHM, and then we can do the package with that English course with that provider. But the student, in that case, the student will have different COE though, I must be honest. And
all right.
also another solution is student can start graduate certificate first, because that is only IELTS 6.0.
Okay, I see that's it for all the questions. Is there anything else, Ian or Josephine, you'd like to add before we conclude? Any more points you'd like to make, Ian or Josephine?
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I think it's quite clear in the PPT. So
yes.
If your partners, they do have any question, they are more than welcome to reach out to you guys and then pass to us for the questions.
One last thing for me is I know nowadays the O level, AS level, and also A level, the score has been sent out already. If your student is interested in doing foundation or diploma in all our provider, please let us know straight away. So we do accept AS level as well.
Two comments here. Can you share? Yes, we will share the PPT, no problem. And with the agency agreement, Yes Education will send the application to.
Yeah,
to
trust me,
so,
sending to Yes Education is much easier because
it will be quicker. I think Laurie, you should get in contact with me. I'll give you my email. Okay, great. I just send you my email, Laurie. We can talk about it. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you everyone for your active participation today. And yeah, really great to see so many interested in UP education. And thanks UP for supporting us for all this time and on your day today. Thank you again, and we hope to continue to send many students in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time to joining to the training today.
Yes. Sorry, we'll say that again. I missed that, Josephine.
Just thank you for everyone to joining in the training section today.
Yeah, no problem.
Both to organize that one.
No problem. No problem. I'm just sending my email. I just put my email here. I think, yeah. All good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, and we'll see you at the next webinar.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.